Alors, merci Catherine pour cette introduction. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. Au nom de Cogeco, l'un des commanditaires du forum, je vous souhaite la bienvenue à cette session intitulée « La finance au service du climat ». C'est un véritable honneur d'être avec vous aujourd'hui à l'occasion de la 29e édition du Forum économique de Montréal. J'en profite pour remercier Nicolas Rémillard et toute son équipe du Forum économique international des Amériques qui nous donnent l'opportunité de nous rencontrer et d'échanger nos idées. Today, the conference brings us together to better understand the economy, identify growth opportunities, and discuss solutions to the most challenging problems of the world economy. The theme of this year's event, Thriving in a World of Transition, couldn't have been better chosen. And we face disruptive forces, and you've heard about them all day, all morning long: acceleration of digitization, cyber threats, inflation, climate change, geopolitical instability, war, who would have thought that, economic volatility, to name a few. These create profound shifts that are impacting our societies, and stakeholders are demanding change. Consumers want safety, privacy, and environmental responsibility. Employees require a stronger sense of purpose and meaningful careers. Throughout this transition, we as leaders have a responsibility to shape a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable climate. Furthermore, as business leaders, I believe it is also our duty to consider economic inequalities, in our decision-making. History has shown that inequalities, when left to run rampant and ignore, breed social insecurity and ultimately threaten democracy. And you'll agree with me that we don't have to look very far to see their devastating effects. A helpful way to think about this is to remind ourselves that we constantly have to earn the right to operate in the communities we serve. This is a challenge. It requires innovation, collaboration, and an ability to foster innovation without disrupting the planet. And it requires us to engage people in an equitable and inclusive manner. In practice, what does that mean? At Cogeco, we have espoused the position that our financial performance and our impact on the world are inextricably linked. ESG is viewed as a key input that supports sustainable and resilient business strategy, and therefore is an integral part of our strategic decisions and daily actions in the company. And might I add, this is accretive to shareholder returns and not the opposite, as has been suggested a number of times in the last few years. Here are some examples of how we approach our responsibilities. Our mission, as you saw in this video, is to enrich people's lives through human connections and vibrant communities. We serve 1.6 million customers with telecom services in Eastern Canada and the Eastern United States with our broadband networks, and they help people stay connected with their loved ones, learn, and work. And we support businesses so they can strive. And we continually seek to enlarge our footprint so that we reduce the digital divide and foster digital inclusion. As a company, we have adopted the down-to-earth framework developed by the Montreal-based Institute for the Governance of Private and Public Organizations in their 2022 policy paper titled Parity and Diversity on Boards of Directors, and we apply it throughout the organization. www.igopp.org if you want to find it. Before concluding, I would be remiss not to mention the recent fires in Quebec and across the country that provide another example of the very real impacts of climate change on our lives. Et mes pensées sont tournées vers les familles qui sont touchées par ces feux dévastateurs et tous ceux et celles qui combattent ces feux sur le terrain et soutiennent les familles qui sont déplacées. Et nous sommes infiniment reconnaissants aux pompiers qui viennent de plusieurs régions du globe pour nous aider à contrôler ces feux. Et en définitive, vous conviendrez avec moi que nous n'avons d'autre choix que de devenir sérieux pour rendre notre économie plus verte et réduire l'impact des changements climatiques. And now, without further ado, let's dive into the discussion and seek inspiration to help us transition to a better world. Since there is no investment project without finance, let us turn to redefining finance for a sustainable climate. I believe Catherine will introduce our next panel. Merci et bonne journée.